strength, there was a corresponding MacArthur weakness. Behind his bravura and his stern Roman front he was restive and high-strung, an embodiment of machismo who frequently wept. He yearned for public adulation. His treatment of the press guaranteed that he wouldn't get it. After World War II, he was generous toward vanquished Dai Nippon and executed 2 Nipponese generals whose only offense was that they had fought against him. He emerged from the 1940s as a national hero in Canberra, Manila, and Tokyo, but not in Washington. He loathed injustice and freed Filipino patricians who had collaborated with the enemy. He refused to send an expedition against the Hukbalahap insurgents on the ground that if he were a Philippine peasant he would be a Huk himself. Continuing his sidestepping to the left, during his years as American viceroy in Japan, he introduced the Japanese to civil liberties, labor unions, equal rights for women, and land reforms which were more thorough in the opinion of Edwin O. Reischauer than Mao Zedong's. Meanwhile, he became a cat's paw for reactionaries at home. The army was his whole life, yet at the end of it he said, "I am a 100% disbeliever in war." In his campaigns he was remarkably economical of human life. His total casualties from Australia to VJ Day were fewer than those in the Battle of the Bulge, but his GIs, unimpressed, continued to mock him cruelly. His paranoia was almost certifiable. He hated an entire continent, Europe. Europeans could not understand why. They knew he was immensely proud of his Scots lineage. He had made his name as a fighting general in France in 1918. His statecraft was Bismarckian, his style in battle closer to Sandhurst's and Saint-Cyr-les-Cols than to West Point's. Charles de Gaulle understood him as no American could, and the British were dazzled by him. To Churchill he was the glorious commander, to Montgomery the United States' best soldier of World War II. To Lord Alanbrooke, the greatest general and the best strategist that the war produced. Nevertheless, obsessed with emerging Asia, which he regarded as his, he was almost insanely jealous of Washington's partiality toward the continent. Given his suspicious nature, this led to the conviction that Europeans in general, and the English in particular, were conspiring against him. He believed that the Pentagon was party to their intrigues. George Marshall, who disliked him personally but called him our most brilliant general, seemed to be the prime suspect, though with MacArthur you could never be sure. One moment he would be malicious and the next tolerant. He was, among other things, extremely devious. He appeared to need enemies the way other men need friends, and his conduct assured that he would always have plenty of them. But his craving for love was immense too. In his youth he idolized his father, a general like him, and like him, a winner of the Congressional Medal of Honor. His relationship with his autocratic Southern mother was more complex. Like Franklin Roosevelt and Adlai Stevenson, he was a well-born victim of Überängstlichkeit, a mama's boy, who reached his fullest dimensions in following maternal orders to be mercilessly ambitious. Pinky MacArthur moved to the U.S. Military Academy when he enrolled there. From Craney's Hotel she could see the lamp in her son's room and tell whether or not he was studying, and later she mortified him by writing ludicrous letters to his superiors demanding that he be promoted. His one open flicker of revolt against her was his first marriage to a sexy divorcee. Pinky refused to attend the wedding, and the union ended predictably in divorce. Between marriages, he kept an exquisitely beautiful Eurasian mistress, first in the Philippines and then in a hotel apartment on Washington's 16th Street. He showered her with presents and bought her many lacy tea gowns, but no raincoat. She didn't need one, he told her. Her duty lay in bed. Finally, she mutinied. Terrified that his mother would find out about her, he was 54 years old and a 4-star general at the time, he sent another officer to buy the girl off with a sheaf of $100 bills in the mezzanine of the Willard Hotel on Christmas Eve, 1934. Then, after these two shattering romantic defeats, and immediately after his mother's death, he waged a brilliant campaign for the hand of his second wife, a poem of womanhood. She and their only child became the sources of his greatest happiness. MacArthur, being MacArthur, became the total father, but, being MacArthur, he couldn't let go. In the end, his suffocating adoration enshrouded his son's soul. Very few people, said George C. Kenney, really know Douglas MacArthur. Those who do or think they do either admire him or dislike him. They are never neutral on the subject. Certainly no other American commander, and possibly no other American, has been more controversial. MacArthur first testified before a congressional committee while still a cadet at West Point.